chose not to have the surgery. He chose to rest and relax and hope it goes away. And then he ended.
We took a look at Gilmore, and if we got Gilmore, we win in the division. I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like Stephon Gilmore.
Richard Rodgers. He's with our team over the last couple of years. This is about our fourth time picking him up. What does that mean for...
Welcome to another episode of BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, BIRDGANG
Yes, sir.
31. And today, I got a very special guest in Sports Talk with LGB in the house. How you doing today, my guy?
I mean, I'm not a very, very special guest, but I'm just glad to get on this great, amazing show that you got on. I was out here dancing to the great, amazing intro, so I'm just happy to be here on this amazing show.
Hey, man, thank you. I'm just happy you're on there. You know, we talked about getting it done. Now we got it done, man. I'm feeling good about it. So let's jump straight into it. How you feeling about the Birds, my guy?
I am feeling very, very optimistic about these Birds this year. Now I know I'm predicting crazy stats like Devontae getting 800 to 1,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? Miles Sanders getting about 1,200 rushing yards because obviously like they won't be, you know what I'm saying, passing it as much. So expect Miles Sanders to get a lot more carries.
Yeah.
But and I don't have us going to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I have us at the most. Our ceiling is winning the division. Our floor is where we were at the beginning of the year before the draft. I hope at least, because some of my friends are saying, oh, you lost 35-0 to the Patriots in the preseason. Like, and they're saying, oh, you're not going to make the playoffs this year. We are going to make the playoffs. I hope at least.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Yeah, to shut their mouths up. You know what I'm saying? At least 10-7 can win this division. If not win the division, get to the wild card round.
Oh, yeah.
In the wild card, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, tell your friends they just hate us because we definitely doing it this year, man. You know, the Birds, the young guns are out there. They're ready to ball. You know, we got the defense. We got the offense, you know. And don't worry about that 35-0 preseason. Obviously, those preseason games were all for the depth pieces of our team.
Facts.
You know, our offense, if you ask your friends, they watch or hear about any of the joint practice, how we dominated the joint practice against the Patriots both days before we went into that preseason game. So they just got to know their facts, you know. Everybody's still hating on the Birds, man. They've been hating on the Birds since last year. You know, they think all of a sudden we magically became this garbage team. You know, we weren't winning the last 15 years straight, you know, going to playoffs, being a, you know, division champions and Super Bowl champions and all that good stuff for the last 15 years. One bad year cannot make, you know, your team overall. So I just tell all the haters, keep hating because, you know, my boy Jalen Hurts going to shut them all up when he's paying those bills this year.
Yes, sir. And I don't know if you have this scheduled, but how do you, or as a question for the stream, but Elijah Holyfield got cut, and that was, I don't remember anyone else from the list that got cuts, or the 5 other players, but Elijah Holyfield, after showing out the way he did it, he gets cut?
Right? I was really looking for Elijah Holyfield to make the team,
Facts.
and hopefully we can bring him. He may clears waivers, and we'll be able to bring him in after we make the 53-man roster on the practice squad. Because he's been running hard the last 2 weeks of preseason. That
Facts.
guy's been bulldozing people. He's catching the ball, he's running the ball, he's doing both. So yeah, that was my dark horse running back and possibly making the team, but I guess that's not going to happen anymore. But who do you see making a running back squad this year?
I have the people that are there right now that aren't cut yet. I have except Jason Huntley. I'm sorry, but I got Jason Huntley being cut. So I think that's what 4 running backs with Miles Sanders, Jordan Howard. Whoops. I got Miles Sanders, Jordan Howard, Kenny Gainwell, and Boston Scott making the roster, which I gotta steal that move from that little I gotta steal that move.
That
from
was
Boston
nice.
Scott.
That was nice what he did when he put the moves on him to score that touchdown. Man, how you feeling about Gainwell though? You seen the type of game Gainwell had? That guy's a game changer right there, man. That guy's gonna do some damage this year with the Eagles.
Facts. Like that man. First of all, congrats on that touchdown. You know what I'm saying? It's not an official one, but it still counts, you know what I'm saying, on your career stat line in the preseason game. So I hope we could, because when Miles Sanders struggling with drops, you know what I'm saying, in practices and training camp, I think we will use Kenny Gainwell and Boston Scott more in the passing game. So because like the announcers said in that game, like he's a guy that you can move all over the field. Slot receiver, outside receiver, you know what I'm saying? He can even block too. Y'all seen that college block against Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
So I'm really liking Kenny Gainwell so far.
Yeah, man. Kenny Gainwell, man, that's gonna be definitely a bright spot, and as the year goes on, I can see his role developing more and more and more. I heard some people like, my boy JC Eagle talking about maybe Miles Sanders need to watch out for his spot because Kenny might take it. But I don't think it's that deep. You know what I'm saying? Miles Sanders is going to be a top 10 back this year. Watch, he just hasn't got the opportunity. And like I said before, with the drops, that's a mental thing. Football's more mental than physical. Miles had a lot of thunder taken away from him after making all them great plays and not getting the ball anymore. So I see now, we're going to be running the ball a lot more. And once Miles gets in the swing of things, he probably won't be dropping too many passes or anything like that. You just got to let the game come to him and everything else will be good with him.
Yes, sir. Facts. Hey, congrats to Key in the building.
Congrats, Key in the building. Got it. Yeah, much love to all you guys in the chat. We got the 9 in there, uncensored. What up, my guy? How
What's
you
good,
doing?
uncensored?
We got Alcabear, the analyst. What's up, big dog? Doing his thing over there. We got Jinx Wolf in the house. How you doing, my guy? We got Nina. Nina's always in there. We got Vic 3 in the house today. Vic 3 is the huge supporter. Much love to all you guys. Y'all hit that like while you guys are in here. Help us out. Hit that like. Subscribe to both of our channels if you haven't subscribed already. The links are in the description, so go ahead and check that out if you guys need to make that sub. Let's go to some questions I have here. Let's see. Oh yeah, first and foremost, how you like Gardner Minshew trade? How do you feel about that trade, buddy?
Howie is literally I gotta give you the props. This is probably the best year for you as a GM, bro. Like, you make a very smart decision in cutting Nick Mullins, which I don't really know if it's that smart because how bad he's been. And then you finesse a 6th-round pick for Gardner Minshew, who could probably be the new backup QB, if I'm being honest. So, like, Howie, man. Like, maybe this was the trade that we didn't expect, because never in my life would I ever say Gardner Minshew is a Philadelphia Eagles.
Right.
Now I know people outside of the Eagles community be like, oh, y'all make a big deal about every signing and stuff. So, like, I know I'm talking about him like he's some type of all-pro or something, but like he's still a pretty good.
Not bad.
Exactly. Like, did you see his
last year more than our quarterback did?
Exactly.
So he has his highs, his lows. He's kind of a gunslinger. But I think he really fixed the offense really good.
Exactly.
Like, in terms of, like, if Jalen were Hurts were to go down, that'll be a good guy that can come in, and you won't have to change up the offense too much. He got some good skill position players around him, and running the ball a lot more this year is going to help any quarterback back there. So
Yeah. Like 2019 season, he had what, 25 touchdowns and 5 picks.
yeah,
Like he didn't have as many yards with like 3,200 passing yards, but like Nick Mullins, I liked him in San Francisco, and then I don't know what happened.
me too. I
Like
was
for real,
shocked he played so garbage. And at
for
first I was
real.
like, maybe it's because he's with, the third or fourth team. But some of them passes, it didn't even matter. Like he had good protection, he had time, and he still looked
Yeah,
garbage out there. So bye, Mr. Nick Mullins. That guy's out of here. And now it's time to see what the Minshew mania is all about. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
We shall see. Do you think he's good enough to take over second spot over Flacco?
I honestly do think that he could be a better backup quarterback for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with if Hurts does go down, which I'm praying that that does not happen, because at least he's not made of glass like Carson Wentz.
All
You know what
right.
I'm saying? But if that does happen, there's no issue in switching Minshew and Flacco out of the game. You know what I'm saying? Giving each other taking turns at reps. So if that does happen, it's either one of them takes it, which I don't really like the idea of that. I like them sharing the reps at backup QB if something does happen to Hurts.
Yeah. Hey, that's tight. Going to that Falcons
Yes,
game, my
sir.
guy. I'm gonna try to get there too. I'm still working on that. I'm here in Alabama, so it's only like an hour and a half away. So I'm gonna definitely try to get to that Atlanta Falcon game and see what happens. Yeah. Hell yeah, good looking out, Jinx. Thanks for that follow, my guy. Definitely will follow you back if I haven't already. But yeah, we definitely gonna talk about that. See if we can get you on the show here too, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what else. Okay, my next question for you would be, do you think the Eagles got enough work in this training camp? How are you feeling about it? Because some people are saying, oh, we didn't see enough from the starters. I
Yeah.
think that's going to hurt us. We're going to start out the season slow. We're not going to be as explosive in the beginning of the season. I have a different take on it. But what's your take before I get to that one?
I feel like it was too short. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have confidence in this team. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't have to see it to believe it. You know what I'm saying? I know what this team can do. But I just want to see more. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to wait, what, 2 extra weeks just to see this team back out there. So we did get enough work in. We did face, you know what I'm saying, it's still, even though they had a bad season, still a top defense, you know what I'm saying, in the league with the Patriots. The only reason we got 35-0 because the Patriots are literally a top 10 offensive line. And we had our Matt Leo going against them. So, but I think we didn't see enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't get enough time together with Devontae, but it's looked like as soon as everyone got there, it just worked. 100% chemistry right away.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, maybe we don't need to see any more, but I just want to see more from the starters.
Yeah, and I would get it if, our coach wasn't telling us what he did tell us, Sirianni straight up said, we played like 7 preseason games, with these joint practices. At these practices, what the fan don't understand is the ones are going against the ones. They're hitting to ground in certain drills and certain, situational football. It's just a more organized situation to the point where both of these joint practices with the Jets and the Patriots, our 1s and 2s were dominating the Patriots and the Jets 1s and 2s. So it's like if you dominate them for 2 days straight, why need to dominate on TV, and show some of your plays? Like, that's a way with the joint practice, they were able to work the offense that we're going to be running, work the defense we're going to be running against another team, full steam ahead against them without, giving up any of the, insight on what we're actually going to be doing. I like the fact that we are still sitting here 2 weeks before the season and no one has a clue what we're going to do that first game. No one has a clue what we're going to do on defense that first game. You know what I'm saying? So that is an advantage to us. And like he said, he was thinking about playing the starters a little bit in those preseason games. But if you've seen around the league right now, these starters are getting hurt in these preseason games. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are playing, there's some big names that already dropped, playing a meaningless game, where you're playing a vanilla offense, you're playing a vanilla defense. That's a waste of time. It's really a waste of, space for these guys to even be out there. I think that we should start moving forward and using these joint practices, maybe even have four of them at off season, four joint practices, and then use these preseason games just to evaluate your talent, evaluate the back end of that roster because all these points getting scored, they're going against our third and fourth team. You know what I'm saying? Like most of these guys are all going to be unemployed after next Tuesday. So, they're not going to be on our team anymore. And, hopefully they can get picked up by somebody else, and their football careers can go on. But, Jalen Hurts is getting it. You see these highlights that come out, from these joint practices. Jalen Hurts are putting the ball in the money. He's hitting everybody. You done seen Quez catch. You done seen Rager catch. You done seen Fulgham catch. You done seen Goddard catch. You know what I'm saying? You seeing all the big boys that need to play, in small clips of these joint practices. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think they got enough time in. Like he said, it's like 7 preseason games built into one, built into 2 weeks. And that's pretty good football, And then even the players came out and said, we're going hard against each other, first ones versus ones. So it's pretty good to let these other guys play in the game, while we get a little bit of rest and keep our bodies fresh for the season. So.
Yeah, and a point that I like that you mentioned is that Nick Sirianni is emphasizing keeping this team a secret weapon so people don't know what we do. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it was the right decision not to play the starters too much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And you look, this is going to be the first season in a long time. We don't have no big name player that's injured starting this season. We're going to get the margin to Atlanta, with our full squad available, ready to roll and ready to put them points up on the board against the Atlanta Falcons there. So, we last year, we had Brooks hurt. The year before that, we had a couple people hurt. It's like all these years coming in before when you did get to see these preseason guys play. We end up getting a big injury, and now, this is a year we're not going to have to do that. And overall, just the way Nick Sirianni is taking it, I don't even think we're going to have as many injuries this year as years before. I think that injury bug is going to be gone this year. I think we're going to go back to having a healthy squad, and we're going to see our boy, fingers crossed, Jalen Hurts in Hurts season form all year long.
Yes, sir.
And nonstop Jalen Hurts MVP candidate is going to be balling this year, the whole year. We're not got to worry about getting the Gardner Minshew or getting Joe Flacco. I don't want to see those guys play. I don't know about you, but I don't want to see him in the game at all.
Yeah.
Maybe if he like someone stepped on his toe for 2 plays, okay, go in there, let him get it, go get a couple of handoffs and stuff, and then bring him back in, because I don't want to see none of our starters missing no time this year. I want them all to be healthy the whole year, which is a huge if. But you see a lot of teams in the NFL do it. There's a lot of teams that can go their whole year without getting big injuries, and I want us to be one of those teams for one. So what up, big coach? How you doing? Thanks for joining. Hit that like, my guy. So let's see what we got up here next for my boy. Okay, yeah, speaking of the young guns, I did do a little video on my Eagle young guns, what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, Jalen Rager, Quez Watkins, Dallas Goddard, and Miles Sanders. That's the new young guns of Philadelphia. So how impressed are you? What's your impressions of the young guns?
Man, they might be more impressive than the veterans on this team.
Mm-hmm.
Sanders, he's technically not a veteran yet, so he didn't have the best camp, but he's going, like you said, he's going to solidify himself this year as a top 10 running back in the league.
Mm-hmm.
The receivers, though, have been the most impressive position. Rager, it's definitely a whole 480 turnaround from last year. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Quez Watkins, who I'm gonna be completely honest, I wasn't on the train at first.
Oh.
And then I wasn't. Okay. I was more of a John Hightower fan because I'm more of a route runner guy than, you know what I'm saying, the speed that Quez has, even though he is a good route runner too as well. So, but lost my train of thought. But anyways,
The young guy.
John Hightower too, last game, you know what I'm saying? He came back. I started losing a little bit faith of it in him, but you know what I'm saying? He didn't have a terrible game. I think he had like 3 catches. JJ Arcega Whiteside though. I won't even lie. I'm starting to hop on the JJ train, man.
What, you too? He's
Yes.
converting you too?
I'm sorry.
Oh man. The JJ train got real after 1 touchdown, my guy. 1 touchdown.
It was a good catch though. Like
What
I'm
up,
starting.
Slay?
Yo, what's good, Slay? I'm starting to hop on the JJ train though. He hasn't been looking too terrible because the first people, one of the first names I thought of when I heard Nick Sirianni got hired was JJ Arcega-Whiteside, and I thought JJ could be unlocked by Nick Sirianni. You know what I'm saying? With his, oh my God, uncensored. I'm sorry, bro, but it's not looking too terrible right now. I gotta hop on that JJ train, but
So you thinking J Jaw's making the team?
yes, I'm sorry, uncensored, but
How many receivers we're keeping, and who's J Jaw making the team over? Give me your receivers that's making the team this year.
of course the obvious 3: Quez Watkins, Jalen Rager, Devontae Smith,
Okay.
JJ, John Hightower. So that's 5. Mark Michelle. I think Andre Patton gets cut too. Maybe he goes to the practice squad. And JJ. And
So then we're gonna go with 5.
yeah.
And you said you got J Jaw and Hightower making it over Fulgham and Ward. Wow, LGB, that's some bold predictions there, my guy. That's some bold predictions. I like it. That's your team, maybe. That's who you want to see make it. But I don't think either one of those 2 guys are making the squad.
What?
J Jaw.
Maybe not JJ, but at least John Hightower.
Fulgham over Hightower over Fulgham or Ward. That's a huge claim when Hightower hasn't even done nothing all training camp, man. Like I was like you, how you said you were with Quez Watkins. I was huge on Hightower. I thought this was going to be the year because Hightower's fast and he was getting open last year a whole lot. He just was not catching the ball. He kept dropping the ball when he was wide open. So that was my deal. I was like, you practice all off season and hopefully you come into this year knowing how to catch, which is your only job you do as a receiver in the NFL is catch the ball. So I was hoping he was going to get that down and then come out and ball out, but he's still dropping the ball, man. He's still dropping them.
Yeah, and I think he had a fumble on one of the live practices on YouTube. So maybe Coach Sirianni doesn't like him as much because coach, that's how you make a coach angry, by dropping the ball. Because I experienced it. I had to do 25 push-ups, you know what I'm saying, just for dropping the ball, having a bad practice. But like dropping the ball, fumbles, all of that. John Hightower is struggling with that right now. So maybe he does get cut, but
you want him to stay. You want him and J Jaw to be on the roster this year.
No. After you mentioned Ward, like I might have to keep Ward, Hightower, and Fulgham if that's possible.
Ward, Hightower, Fulgham, so we're keeping 6. Ward, Hightower, Fulgham, Rager, Quez, and Smith. Hey, that wouldn't be that bad actually. That would, I can see that being realistic if we keep the 6. You know what I'm saying? Like what people got realized though is having Gainwell is like an extra receiver. So I think that's gonna make us cut an extra receiver down. Having Gainwell. Those guys, like some of those guys you said, they're gonna make it through waiver wires. We're gonna be able to put them back on our practice squad. So we need to pull up an extra receiver for a game or something like that. I can totally see. Like I wouldn't care if J Jaw makes the practice squad. You know what I'm saying? Get cut. bring him back on the practice squad. Hightower too, cut him, bring him back on the practice squad. Either way, you know what I'm saying. But in terms of the 53-man roster, I got the big three: Smith, Quez, and Rager, and then I got Fulgham and Ward. Rounded it out for the top five that make the roster, though. But that's just, like I said, that's my opinion. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen because you never know with Howie. He is a second-round pick. He did just score a touchdown, even though it was against the third or fourth team. He scored. The umbrella men got in the end zone. So we'll see what happened. What up, Jay? How you doing, my guy?
Good. But
he says, watch Jay Jaw make the T and does absolutely nothing again like he did before. Because he's always done it in the preseason too. He'll make some plays in preseason, but my deal with Jay Jaw is he has had opportunities to play in the games. It's not like the guy's been sitting the bench. He just haven't done nothing with those opportunities.
Yeah, if he does make the roster though, he's gonna score at least once in the real season or twice. But let's say Elijah Holyfield, because y'all seen, y'all know how we struggle with making tackles. Okay, on the defense, that's the only thing I'm worried about on the defense. Other than that, I think we're fine. Y'all know how we struggle with tackling, and y'all know how Elijah Holyfield is. Mm-hmm. If he does not pass through waiver, you know what I'm saying, and he does sign with the team like the Panthers, you know what I'm saying, him and Christian McCaffrey and the running backs, that would be dangerous. Even though I don't, we do play the Panthers this year.
Yeah, we do.
But if he does sign with a team
that lead the Eagles and can play the Eagles, they try their hardest to have their best games against us.
Facts. So if he does sign like a team with Carolina, which will be a perfect fit for him and Christian McCaffrey, and then they got Mike Davis there too, I think, or he signed with Washington or something like that. But that would be a great, backfield trio for their running back. So I don't know. It would be scary to see something like that happen. That's why I feel like Elijah Holyfield should have stayed on this team.
What kind of numbers you think the young gun's gonna put up this year?
I got the receivers of Greg Ward in total, or individually?
Individually with the young guns, just the big three receivers, the tight end, running back, and Jalen Hurts. Give me their stat lines for this year. Start with Jay Hurts.
Yeah, I got Dallas Goedert carrying. You know what I'm saying? Being a Zach Ertz type of blanket for Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? I got Dallas Goedert being that type of blanket for Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Just a safe throw to maybe 900 yards, making the Pro Bowl. Even though it's going to be tough, but I think he can do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Bobby, bro. Panthers already cut Holyfield. That's why after what you seen with him on this team, maybe you consider signing him back. And that's a three-headed monster. But anyways, Goddard, 900 yards. I got the big three. Quez, I got him make 600, 700 yards. You know what I'm saying? A few of them off the deep ball. I got Smith having 800 to 1K. Yeah. And I got Hager as well with 750 receiving yards as well. So I got Hurts having, I'll say, 3,800 passing yards and 25 touchdowns. I got him having Gardner Minshew type stats in 2019, except with more yards. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say 5 interceptions, 25 touchdowns, and then 3,800 passing yards. And then Miles Sanders
and rushing touchdowns.
I don't want. I'll say 500 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns.
So you're looking at a total of his combined total is going to look at 30 touchdowns and 4,200 yards total for the year.
Yeah.
That'll be a decent year. I got to say Hurts throwing for 4,000 by himself. You know what I'm saying? With 17 game season and the receivers we got available at his disposal, I see Jay Hurst throwing for 4,000, and at least getting 35 touchdowns passing. I have him getting close to 1,000 yards rushing and like 10 touchdowns. So you're looking at a total what, like 45 touchdowns to 50, and a combined 5,000 yards around that area for an MVP candidate type season this year. Because you got to look at 17 games. You break that down. 17 games, that's like 60 yards a game. Jay Hurt's going to be running for those little 5-10 yards here and there just to keep the drives going. We're going to be running the RPOs, so that extra 1,000 yards is going to come easy.
Yeah.
He don't need 100 yards a game. He just needs like 50, 60 yards a game to get 1,000 yards rushing for the season. And then like the passing, like you said, when you got the 3 young guns plus Ertz and Goddard out there at the tight end position, that's 5 viable receivers that, I think, remember that year Carson had 4,000 yards, but none of them were 1,000 yards receivers. It's going to be something like that again, where it's going to be 1,000-yard receiver for sure. Devontae Smith's going to pull it out, this year.
Yes, especially with that route running.
And I think Quez might even pull it out and be that 1,000-yard receiver too, or get pretty close to it. And the rest of those boys going to be around 600, 600, 700 yards. Even Goddard, but Goddard's going to have a lot of more touchdowns. I think he's going to have like 6, 7, maybe 8 touchdowns for a tight end. That's going to be pretty good for him, to make his case. Uncensored says Hurst is going to have 3,800 yards passing, 32 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 800 yards rushing with 6 touchdowns.
So Uncensored turned down his yards on Hurts because he had originally at like 4,000 passing yards. So that's not terrible.
Oh, you stepping back, Uncensored? You dropping numbers on my boy Hurts? The rent's due. He's paying it, my guy. He's paying it.
Facts.
He ain't going to be late. But yeah, see, that's what it is. Close to 1,000 yards rushing. Touchdowns in the, 30 to 40 range. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a great year. It's going to be an MVP candidate type year. And that's going to also translate to a lot of wins this year. What up, Jordy Fighter? How you doing, my guy? Thanks for stopping in.
What's good, Jordy?
Hit that like. If you guys are in here, please hit that like and subscribe to both our channels. My boy over here, he's at what, 220 something right now? Where you at, BG? Let's get this guy up to 300. Let's get him up there. His link's in the profile. If you guys haven't subscribed, go ahead and go do that. He said, haha, no, sir. I never said 4,000. I always said 38. Well, really? I said 4,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting him up there. He going to get 4,000 yards. So what that? You divide 4 into 17. What's that? 400 yards every 4 games. That's not bad. For him to get 4,000 yards, how many games? How many yards is that per game?
That is 235 passing yards per game.
All day. He's going to be able to get half of that off of a play with these guys. You know what I'm saying? You throw a screen pass to Quez Watkins and let him run for 80 yards.
That changes everything. Maybe I do have him at 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
Because if it only needs 235 yards in 17 games, that's easily 4K, maybe even over. So,
because what did he do last year? He did that. He had 350 yards in the Arizona game by itself.
Yeah, like 4 games.
Yeah,
and he got 1K. That extra game does make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Maybe I do got him at 4,000 yards this season.
And then go ahead, since you're doing that, you got the calculator right there. Break it down. For him to get 1,000 rushing yards, how many yards is that per game rushing?
That is 50, probably 60 rushing yards a game.
Easy.
Maybe he does get that 4K 1K.
He's getting the 5,000 total yards. Now that you break it down to exact numbers like that, Jay Hurt's gonna get the 5,000 yards total. You know what I'm saying? We might even be looking at 50 touchdowns now. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be spread out, because you gotta look at Miles Sanders gotta get eat.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have to eat this year. I'm ready for everybody to get proven wrong when they doubt my boy Sanders. Because he is an elite running back that just has not gotten the opportunities to show his elite status. And I think this is the year we go ahead and get that boy up there. Because like I said, Jalen Hurts gonna do his thing. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
These guys are young. He doesn't even have to go 4,000 yards this year to be considered a good quarterback.
Exactly.
And like if we want to feed Miles a little bit more to make sure everybody know that we got a running game, because it's more deadly. You more deadly of a team if you got a good running game. You know what I'm saying? The run sets up the pass. The run opens up the field for the receivers and the tight ends. So we want to be known as a run first team and then pass second. So Miles Sanders gonna have a lot of rushing yards this year.
Facts.
Because you already said 53 yards for 1,000 yards. You don't think Miles Sanders is going to get 53 yards or 60 yards a game?
Facts. Like 60 yards?
If he only got 60 yards every game, he might not need to be the starter no more. Like 60 yards ain't nothing. You can do that in one run.
Facts.
So I look at Miles getting like 15 to 2,000 because he said it on air. He was like, they're like, how many yards you think you can get? And he was like, well, it was the extra game. I don't see no reason why I can't get 2,000 yards. And if he's saying it, goddamn.
And I have him having some 200 yards, 200 rushing yard games. So that's easily over 1K. And talking about your 50 passing touchdowns, he only needs about 3 passing touchdowns per game, which every game, we are going to get the ball to Miles Sanders some. So
50, it's going to be 50 total touchdowns. So 3 a game, whether it's 2 rushing, 1 passing, 2 passing, 1 rushing, 3 rushing, or 3 passing. Either way it goes, I feel like he's good enough to pull off 3 touchdowns a game. You know what I'm saying? Because the RPO in the goal line area, that's going to get you a couple of little 1 or 2 yard touchdowns, you know what I'm saying? And then, he's able to pass with all these receivers. Like, to get these big numbers, he's not going to have to be chucking the ball 60 yards and 70 yards. He's going to be able to throw a 5-yard screen pass or a 2-yard screen pass to these guys, and they're going to break loose for a big touchdown because of the speed. Quez Watkins got elite speed. That ain't no normal, he's fast. That dude's like the cheetah speed. Just like freaking what's his name, Tyreek Hill on the Chiefs. We got a Tyreek Hill on our team right now. With that kind of speed. So, he's 2 for 2 on his screen plays.
That's crazy.
Every time he gets it, he takes it to the dome. So I don't see why that's going to change once the season starts. And just those 3 receivers alone, I don't know a secondary that can handle that speed. Who got 3 fast cornerbacks that's going to be able to stop that? I'm waiting because most teams don't even have.
What 3 of your corners can all run 4.3 40-yard dashes? That's going to be hard to find.
I don't even know some of the good ones. Some of the good cornerbacks can't even run that fast. They're good, but they're not 4.3 good. Why do you think Tyreek Hill, eats all day with the Chiefs? And not that he's that great of a receiver. It's just the fact that no one can catch him. Why do you think Deshaun Jackson, when he's healthy, he still balls out? Deshaun Jackson played last year, and he had like 200 yards off of like 4 catches because
for real,
people just ain't that fast. These guys are getting bigger nowadays, but they're not getting faster. That's for sure.
Facts. And in a regular 16-game season, to get 4,000 yards is almost 300 passing yards, 250 yards, 200 and a half. Passing yards just to get to 4,000. So that extra game makes a huge difference. Man.
Oh yeah.
Some passing, rushing, defensive records are going to be broken this year.
I think a lot of records are going to be team records are going to be broken this year, and league records are going to be broken this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I can see whoever wins the rushing title this year is probably going to break the 2,000-yard mark for sure.
Maybe Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is a head above everybody. But I remember that thing that came out, and it was like Derrick Henry and Miles Sanders. Even though Miles Sanders didn't get that many carries, Miles Sanders had more rushing yards against top 10 defenses. Rush defenses than Derrick Henry did. And that says a lot right there. And the best Russian stop defenses, held Derrick Henry a lot more than they held Miles Sanders, man.
Yeah, like the Saints. But when I say this, I don't mean Miles Sanders is better than Derrick Henry. Okay, please.
I'm
This
saying Miles is the best running back in the league, my guy. No, Derrick Henry is though, for real.
Yeah, but like people like Big Place are gonna be on me if I did say something like that. But I'm not saying Miles Sanders is better than Derrick Henry. But if no injuries involved, if Miles Sanders had the 300 carries, 380 carries that Derrick Henry did, that's easily like 2,000 and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rushing yards.
Cause you have to
So
how many carries did he have last year not getting the ball? I think he had like it was like 160 or something like that
it was
carries.
164.
Yeah, that ain't nothing. You know,
Two,
that's nothing for a starting back, a 3 down back. You know what I'm saying? Like a real back, you know, playing, getting the carries they need to get. That's like 260 carries in the season, you know, closer to the 280 mark. You know, Derrick Henry's a beast and he was the best player on their team. So that's why he probably pushed over 300 because they just fed him the ball. But, you know, on a normal season, I only see like a good starting back should get like 260 yards, 260 carries a season. And then you do the math from there 260 into a 17 game season, man.
mm,
High average, and definitely you get that 2,000 yards this year.
facts.
But we don't see, man, because you also gonna look at Gainwell's gonna be in there. You know, Gainwell's gonna get his
And
touches.
Scott,
You
Jordan
know,
Howard too.
Jordan Howard's gonna get his touches. Boston Scott's probably gonna get his touches if he makes the team. You know, how do you want to do that? Did we already talk about that? How do you think they should
Nah,
break it down? You know, because I look at if you keep Boston Scott, Gainwell, and Miles Sanders, those are your scat backs, your pure running back type guys. You got Howard as your power back, and that's why I really wanted to keep Holyfield as being a backup power back, but we
yes.
didn't do it. But how do you think they're gonna shake it up?
So we're running 21 personnel, which involves a fullback or running back, and that's why I like Jordan Howard. Because at first I was like, maybe he doesn't make the team, maybe carry. Because at first I think
I
all
was gonna
Eagles
carry
fans,
on.
yeah, I think all Eagles fans were looking at it as either Kerryon Johnson or Jordan Howard. But now I feel like Jordan Howard is better suited for, you know what I'm saying, for the scheme we're going to run with that 21 personnel. You could use either a fullback or a running back. It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Howard could be both for you. He's probably the best blocker, you know what I'm saying, as a running back on the team right now,
Mhm.
in the running backs right now. So it makes sense that we kept Jordan Howard, you know what I'm saying? So I think, you know what I'm saying, Howard will get the ball more in the red zone, you know what I'm saying, in those 1 yard, 2 yard situations. And Boston Scott and Kerryon Johnson are going to be used more, you know what I'm saying, in the passing game.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Hey, I got a question here. Do you think we should use Jordan Mailata on the goal line carries?
It has to be done one time this year.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Like, who's going to stop if you ran behind, Brooks with a fullback and then Jordan Mailata running the ball? Who's going to stop that weight going? That's like 1,000 pounds going straight at you for 1 yard. I don't think any team can stop that.
It has to be done at least one time next year, Yanni. Just once.
Yeah, man, because Jordan, or if you put like if what's his name, Stoll makes the team, because they said they were using him at fullback too, practice him at that fullback F position. So imagine Stoll blocking for Mailata going up the gut, man. Who's gonna stop that? No one can stop that.
Jason Kelsey, Brandon Brooks, and who's playing left guard?
Yeah,
Isaac Sayamalu.
and Marlon.
Exactly. And then you got Jack Stoll and Jordan Mailata in the backfield. That's
Mm-hmm.
literally like
Or you can
5,000
move him
pounds.
to fullback, right, and have Jordan Howard as your power back, and give it to Howard and let Mailata block from the fullback position, and then sometime mix it up. You know that play on Madden where you give it to the handoff, fake the pitch, and give it to the
Exactly.
fullback.
Yeah.
Just give it to him and let him push. Because even him, if he's running behind Brooks, I don't see him being stopped. No, Brooks is strong. He's one of the best right guards in the league. Jordan Mailata's weight behind that pushing. They're moving men for sure. For 1 or 2 yards, you don't have to do it all the time, but that'd be your power set. Like
Facts.
And then if Diller's still on the team, you can give him some PT at left tackle on that.
Dillard has not been that. I know it was against the Jets. You know what I'm saying? We can't get too excited from some of those players, such as J Jaw. It's the Jets defense. I don't even, if their starting defense isn't as good, I don't think their backup should be good. So players like Dillard, who did look good last night, we can't get too hyped because it's the Jets. So
And it was like the third and fourth team, Jets.
exactly.
So it's like Diller's been trash. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still trash. I don't really want to keep him because I feel like he's a waste of space too. Kind of like J Jaw. It's like if Dillard can't play another position, he only can play left tackle. You know, you move him to the right, he sucks. You move him to guard, he sucks. So it's like, why even waste space when we have young linemen that can play more than one position? You know, I'd rather keep those guys that can play multiple positions than Dillard. I don't care if he's a first round pick. Trade him. Get a third or fourth round pick for him.
Exactly.
What do you say? Question taken from AC Sports Football. JJ Arthur Watson had disappeared second round, but has yet at least done enough to stick around the Eagles roster for another year. No. Jaw's done. I don't care about that touchdown. I don't care about the touchdown. I'm happy for him that he got to score a touchdown in a preseason game against the fourth team. But what are you gonna do when you got a starter? Guard, are you gonna really make? Do you see J-Taw making that touchdown if he had Howard on him? From Miami, or if he had who we playing? Who's on the Cowboys? Diggs. If Diggs covering him, is he making that touchdown?
Probably because the Cowboys.
The Cowboys. That was bad. Yeah, the Cowboys.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Let's see. I don't really know all the other cornerbacks on the other teams like that.
I don't want to say Dante Jackson from the Panthers because he's like 5'10", you know what I'm saying? So he's a baby to J Jaw. Yeah. But anyone your size, J Jaw, you know what I'm saying? What?
I don't see J Jaw making the team, guys. I know everybody's just riding the J Jaw wave, but it's over for him. Like I said, come back as a practice squad guy, maybe. I'm cool with that. But in terms of the 53-man roster, I feel like there's just other people we can put instead of him, that'll help our team with the 53-man roster. Like I said, if he's on practice squad, we need an extra receiver that year. We can go ahead and pull him up for a game. We can pull up 2 people from the practice squad every week. So if J-Daw's busting his butt in practice that week and, a receiver's hurt or injured or sick or something, then, yeah, pull him up and let him come get some PT. But
exactly.
Making a roster outright, and that's disrespectful.
And we all know no one's gonna pick up J Jaw from the practice squad.
Nobody's picking up J Jaw off the practice squad. That's for sure. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah. So now we're going to who wins week 1.
Eagles.
The Eagles win
because who is on that Falcons secondary? TJ Terrell, AJ Terrell, whatever his name is. Like. Calvin Ridley, I don't think Slay or Steve Nelson, whoever's going to be on him, I don't think any of them could be, could run with him because he is fast and he's also
a great route runner. Even Quest said he taught him a little bit this offseason how Calvin Ridley, like those Alabama boys are beasts.
I don't know what it is with Alabama and route runners. Like Julio, Calvin Ridley, Devontae. I don't know what it is about Alabama. Exactly. Jerry
all those boys are bad. You know what I'm saying? All of them boys are bad. So
especially with the route running.
I do see we're gonna probably have to give Slay a little bit of help with Ridley. Yeah. But like when I hear things like Jacoby Stevens, guarded Pitts in college, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's not even considered one of our top end players in our defense, and I know everybody else can do it. Our linebackers that we got right now definitely should be able to handle Pitts. He's only a rookie, and maybe if we got Pitts, say week 8 or 9, after he's gotten developed, you know what I'm saying, he understands the game flow of the NFL, that'll probably be a little bit more worried about Pitts. But his very first NFL game against our defense, come on now, I'm not worried about him at all.
Exactly. He's not going 119 and 2 touchdowns on us in his very first game.
No.
No, of course not. Especially at a tight end. Nah.
And if he does, goddamn, JG, all this secret stuff that you were talking about must not be that secret because if you let Kyle Pitts come get over 100 yards on it, if you want to, you're gonna be fired by the middle of the season.
Yeah.
We know that
Like
everything y'all talk about was lies.
like the Jets, DC. But a matchup that I really want to see is Davion Taylor and Kyle Pitts. Because we both know those two are athletic freaks of nature. With Pitts running 4.46 40-yard dash at 6'6", 246.
Woo.
And then we got Davion, you know what I'm saying? He's big too, you know what I'm saying? And he ran what, 18, 19 miles an hour?
Yeah.
And he's barely played football, since college? That's when he started playing.
Yeah.
So those two, Davion is a little more raw, but those two would be a very exciting matchup to watch.
But I just feel like, week 1, we can have Harris guard him. You know what I'm saying? We need to. If Jacoby Stevens makes the team, he can guard him. He did it in college.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't feel like it's such a big threat, especially coming from the tight end spot. There's a lot of all different directions you can help out. Chip off here. Your DNs can chip him off the line, slow him down. You know what I'm saying? You're right there to cover him. It's like, I don't see, like I said, Cal Pitts is not going to beat us week 1. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how good the boy is. He's not going to beat us week 1.
For real.
All you got to do is hit Mac Ryan in his mouth a couple of times, and he going to, start throwing picks like he always do. So our defensive line's tenacious. I think we have no worries about week 1. We're definitely going to win that game for sure.
Yeah. Maybe 2-3 catches for Pitts, but
really, the guy that you might have to watch out for. That's the only one I really, out of those two, really might get 100 yards on us. But it's going to be in a losing effort.
Yeah.
Because he gets open just like Devontae. He's a crisp route runner. That's why I think even next year, coming in next year's draft, Alabama got these other boys. Billingsley's looking good. And this dude, Mechie. You remember Mechie last year for Alabama? Mechie's a beast. And he's about to be out next year. He's going to be a first-round draft pick. And I wouldn't mind using a number 1 pick to go ahead and get Mechie to add with Quez and Rager. Woo! The sky's the limit. Jalen Hurts will be back there all day, just like la touchdown. Oh.
It'd be like playing Madden,
right? With a cheat squad, you got all 99s on your team doing big things, and he's fast too, just like the rest of those guys. Whoo, man, that'd be amazing to have. I already don't think you're gonna be. No one's on the team is gonna be fast enough to stop these guys already.
Richie, Slay are really Maddox on Pitts? Really? If Devontae Parker can be, this is like 2-3 years ago.
You don't think Maddox can cover Pitts?
Nah.
Out of the slot? Right?
Nah.
That's what I'm talking about, because Maddox wouldn't be lined up against him unless he was in the slot, right?
Pitts would destroy Maddox in the slot coming out the tight end spot. Like 6'6" against 5'9". That's almost a foot on him. I'm sorry, but I don't think so. I won't even speak on that because Jamar Chase had one bad preseason game. I did make a video on that, yes. But in that video, if
I
you
heard
watch,
he's been garbage the whole preseason.
Exactly, but I gave him a pass because number one, it's the preseason, first time, you know what I'm saying, in front of NFL, playing against the NFL team, you know what I'm saying, first 2 times.
I just feel like he was overhyped.
Exactly, that's what
everybody said he's way better than Devontae Smith, and even his best year, he didn't play last year, so you can't even look at that. The year before that, he played, and he wasn't even that great. The numbers don't add up to what Smith did last year, and he wasn't even considered really the best player on the team. Jefferson was on the team too, taking a lot of that coverage from Jamar Chase, you know what I'm saying? So, Devontae Smith did it with his other star, Waddle, out the whole year, and they were double teaming him, triple teaming him, and he was still putting up big numbers. In a championship game, he broke the championship record. He had 3 touchdowns at halftime. Come on now, man. What he does is deadly. You know what I'm saying? And Jamar Chase is a big physical receiver, but that's cool. There's a lot of those.
And And I think for how big he is, I think that affects, you know what I'm saying, his route running it a little bit. That's probably why he struggled to get a little bit of separation, you know what I'm saying, in his first few games. So I'm not saying he's a bust, but I'm saying he's overhyped and we need to calm down a little bit. And I gave him a pass too, because first time, you know what I'm saying, and Joe Burrow wasn't playing. The regular QB, the QB he's used to wasn't playing. So I gave him a pass, big play Slay.
Oh, Maddox. Who's he saying? I'd rather straps. Who's straps?
Straps is, I think he means like a, I think he means like a seatbelt or something over Maddox to guard Pitts. They're talking about how Pitts.
Oh, you mean like doubling him?
Yeah, I think they're talking about Maddox would get absolutely decimated by Pitts if he was to guard him.
I think he would too, to be honest. Like, if I had to pick a guy, you gonna put Nelson on Pitts, or you're gonna put Harris on Pitts, or, you know, if Jacoby Stevens makes it as that hybrid role, safety linebacker role, that week 1, then you put him on Pitts, because I've seen him play. So,
I think he's talking about LeBlanc, Cravon LeBlanc.
Is he still on the team? He's still on the team right now, LeBlanc?
I think he's on the Dolphins now.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I didn't think he was on our team anymore. Okay, yeah. Fair point matters, but bracket coverage matters. First line of defense. 0-20 yards from the line. Well, yeah, bracket coverage. Like, you have Harris on over the top of Maddox. Yeah, I can see that a little bit. Yeah, I can see that. LGB Future 2026 receiver, my guy. Make sure you remember Bird Gang in the background. Hey,
I'm trying.
The Bird Gang. I'm signing my first NFL contract with the Eagles, my guy.
Hey, and that's the plan. If I even get to college, let alone the NFL, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try and get, you know what I'm saying, an interview with all of the Eagles community. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Joey Shakes, Philly 500, everybody.
How tall are you?
RB.
What grade are you in right now?
I'm 9th grade.
So you're playing freshman ball? What jersey number you wearing?
7.
Ooh, receiver. And how tall you are?
5'7".
Wow, that's pretty tall. You know, I'm still 5'7", and I'm old. I never get past that. That's pretty good, man. You starting?
Nah, sadly not. I'm not playing this year though because of medical issue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but next year though.
Yeah, you be back out there, my guy.
Facts, yeah. I'm already working out, doing drills and all of that. So
you got some speed on you?
Yes, I've definitely got speed, man. I've got a 1v1 football video coming out, so because a lot of people want to see what I can actually do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and get somebody to 1v1 me in football. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I might have to go ahead and put me out a little drill video. Let y'all know that I might be old, but I still got it. You know what I'm saying? I ran a 14.9 in college, so I can bust out at least a 4.4, 4.3 right now. I mean, I ain't that low.
Michael Vick at 42 runs a 4.72, so maybe
it's gonna be nice, man. That's what he's saying. I'm disappointed, my guys. Y'all didn't know LeBlanc's nickname was. Yeah, I don't know LeBlanc's nickname.
I know it was Straps, but I just forgot because he's not an Eagle anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
If you're not an Eagle, then I don't remember you. Feel me?
I thought you talked about someone Curtin.
Facts. Unless you're an Eagle legend, though.
If Maddox listed on the game day roster week 1, 1 interception. Okay, Richie's man seems to be Maddox.
Or
do you even think Maddox is gonna win the job over Josiah Scott?
I think I like Josiah Scott. You know what I'm saying? I think he got injured. You know what I'm saying? But I think Maddox wins that slot position. But the idea is, because I think Slay's way too old to cover Calvin Ridley. You know what I'm saying? So an idea is maybe you put Maddox on Calvin Ridley, and their height isn't too far apart.
Well, he is practicing every day against Devontae Smith, which is
Exactly
similar.
true.
That's a similar, comparison. Ridley Smith, they're coming from the same system. They're both really good route runners. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he can handle them. If he's not getting too tortured, we didn't really hear when Smith was going against Slade. We didn't hear him get torched too bad. I heard a touchdown here or there, but everybody gives up a touchdown here or there.
Yeah, exactly. So Maddox on Calvin Ridley, and then Slay playing opposite of Maddox just for week 1. You know what I'm saying?
You said Maddox on Calvin Ridley?
Yeah, because Maddox is the only corner we have that can match the speed of Calvin Ridley. So
Nelson, right?
I mean,
I want Slay on Ridley. I don't care. Give him some coverage over the top, but Slay need to be playing Ridley. He's the best corner on the team.
And if Slay does
the best corner,
yeah,
on the best receiver, and that's Slay's job. That's what we pay him the big bucks for. Is to stop these receivers. He does good against fast. Scary Terry didn't do nothing against him. Scary Terry's pretty fast.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like the only ones he got burned really bad was DK Metcalf, and that's a freak of nature. You know what I'm saying? And Adams from Green Bay, but Adams scored 18 touchdowns last year. He did that against everybody he went against. You know what I'm saying? There was no team stopping Adams last year. So, those two, I'd give them passes for both of them. Like DK, not too many guys stop DK either. Like he's a freak.
Yeah, and his defensive coordinator was Jim Schwartz. So you
definitely the defensive coordinator was garbage. And we got, we're not gonna be running no sticks defense with single high. So we definitely gonna have help over the top in case he does get a little burnt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I think he can handle it.
Yeah, and we have better safeties. It's not like we have Kevon like last year when we got absolutely destroyed by D Hop. It's not like we have bad safeties back there. Hopefully they don't get injured. Rodney McLeod hopefully can return for week 1. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like we have bad safeties back there. So we are in good hands.
Because Kayvon should be back too, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
Kayvon.
Yeah, McLeod
pulled his hamstring, I think. And he didn't practice this week, or I think he pulled it last week, right?
Yeah.
So he should be back by the opening game.
Exactly.
And he's fast. He's fast enough.
True.
What they call what Cam Newton called Kayvon? Glitter. I can't believe Cam Newton said that about a grown man. Called the man glitter. What do you mean glitter? They go, because how cheerleaders wear glitter. Yeah. He's glitter. I was like, what?
That is disrespectful.
Super disrespectful. So he's gonna come back pissed. Glitter. I wish a grown man would call me glitter. He just got mad because Kayvon called him check down king. Remember? He's like, oh, the check down king.
He is the check down king.
They didn't disrespect him like that and call him glitter.
Yeah, you never say that to another man. Call another man glitter. That is disrespectful.
Hey, man, shout out to the 10 in the chat. Much love to you guys. If you guys have not hit that like, hit the like. Subscribe to both of our channels. We do have both channel links inside the chat. So go ahead and do that if you haven't done it yet. And for you, my guy, every time a first guest is on my show, I need your all-time Eagles team, my guy. And don't worry about don't look at the chat. Don't care who's saying what down there. It's about who you like, who you watch, who are your favorite Eagle players of all time. There's no wrong answers. They're all right because they're all Eagles. So I'm gonna give you the breakdown and tell you what I need, and I need you to answer my questions, my guy. Let's see what this says. Awesomest Sports. Is that your link too? No, because yours has your name in it, I think.
Yeah.
What up, Awesomest?
I got a custom link. What's good, Awesomeness?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Boo Washington.
That's her.
Boo Washington.
I forgot she's a Washington. I be forgetting she's a Washington fan. She's always in here, so much love to her. But the Redskins, the no-namers are not gonna win the Eagles this year. I don't care who they do against, what they do against all the other teams. They're not beating the Birds. Gage, Atlanta's second receiver listed Steven Nelson's guy, who covered R&B. Mike Davis, Edwards for the safeties.
Sean Bradley is another one that's been looking good.
Is he gonna make the team? Because he's been
Yes.
looking good against the third and fourth team players.
He's been dominating the third and fourth team. He's been my guy since last year. Him and Davion, you know what I'm saying? I still would pick Davion over Sean Bradley, but Sean Bradley is my guy, though.
I hope he does do good. Both of them, him and Davion. I hope both of them make the team. You know, but how many linebackers are we going to keep? I say we keep it 6 because if we're going to be running a 3-4 and a 4-3, if you run a 3-4, that's 4 linebackers. That's why it's a 3-4. You know, and then you're going to need at least 2 backups. You know, they rotate in. So that's.
Don't forget we caught Joe Osman too. So
we did.
Yeah,
but he ain't made the team yet, so it is what it is. Those players has been here back and forth. You know, never making the team. I don't really care too much about them. They, you know, thanks for helping us out in camp. That's what I tell you. Thanks. But let's get to this all-time list, my guy. Give me your favorite Eagles quarterback of all time and who is backing them up, my guy.
One of the reasons, at least half of the reason I wear 7, of course, you already know probably my favorite Eagle of all time. I can't make up my mind between him and B-Dog. So I'm going to have to go with QB is going to have to be Michael Vick. Backup is going to be Randall Cunningham.
Yeah, I like him. Who is your 3 running backs?
Miles Sanders obviously got to be in there.
Big Sanders.
I'll go Brian Westbrook and because I haven't been watching. I don't know too much. I'll go Shady. Brian Westbrook, Shady, and
can't go wrong with those 3.
Sanders.
Those are ballers out there. Give me your 2 tight ends.
Would it be wrong to put Harold Carmichael at tight end? Him and Ertz.
Hey, it's your list, guy. If you want to do it, do it.
I'm gonna do it. Because that is a deadly combo at tight end. You got Harold Carmichael and Zach Ertz at tight end.
Okay.
The QB must be lucky.
And give me your 4 receivers.
I'm gonna go.
Smallwood, that's a good one, Richie. Old school. But go ahead.
Terrell Owens, of course.
Okay.
D-Jax.
Okay.
And Devontae Smith.
You need one more.
And I'm gonna go with Jeremy Maclin.
Mac Dog in the house. Who's starting on that offensive line?
Of course, we gotta get Jason Kelsey. I'll go with the right side of the offensive line right now, so starting from center to the
Johnson,
right.
Brooks, Kelsey.
Yeah, yep. Kelsey, Brooks, Johnson, and then at left tackle, we'll put Jason Peters there, even though he's not an Eagle right now. Thank the Lord.
Prime, JP in the prime.
Facts. Prime JP is amazing.
Yeah, and we need one more guard. Want to put Landon in there, even though Landon hasn't even played yet. You can throw Landon in there if you're really confused. That's you young guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've seen the Mayberry, the Sean Andrews, the Todd Hermans, the Evan Mathis. You know, Jamal Mayberry. Those beasts.
Haven't heard of him, but I'm gonna just go with the Jamal Mayberry dude you said.
Mayberry, he was good. He was Donnie's left guard. Okay, now go to your defensive line. Give me your 4 defensive linemen that's coming on your all-time Eagles list, my guy. Niners not.
I gotta. Yes, sir. I gotta put Reggie White there, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the Niners winning.
Not
okay,
but thanks for coming in. Hit that like while you're in here, my guy.
Facts. Still gotta do that though.
So you said who you said? Reggie White.
Yes. Reggie White. Fletcher Cox, of course, Brandon Graham, and I mean, the only defensive tackles I've known over. I'll put prime Michael Bennett because Michael Bennett in this prime was pretty decent.
Oh, there you go. That is a new person that made the list again. That's why I love these lists. You always get a new person on it every time I ask. And Michael Bennett has never made the list, and he did do good that Super Bowl run, right? So
Exactly.
Michael Bennett made the list. Shout out to my boy Mike Bennett for making, LGB's list. Give me 3 linebackers.
I'm gonna put Connor Barwin. Can't go wrong with him.
I think that might be a first too. I don't know anybody else that had Connor Barwin on the list. That's another first. Keep going.
Jeremiah Trotter. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
The Axeman. Bam.
Yes, sir. And Nigel Bradham.
Okay. I didn't even know if Nigel made the list before, even though he was good. So that's nice. That's a nice little linebacker core. I like it. Give me 3 cornerbacks.
All right. Darius Prime Slay. Asante Samuel, I think his name was. You know what I'm saying? Father of Asante Samuel Jr.
Yeah.
Just the NFL.
Who did you say the first one?
I put Prime Darius Slay.
Prime Darius Slay. Asante Samuels.
Yes, of course. You got to put Asante in there. And we'll go because I haven't been watching football that long, you know what I'm saying, to know much about the Philadelphia Eagles. The time I have been watching, we had Nolan Carroll as our corner. So I'm gonna just go with
Nnamdi Asomugha. No, he was garbage on our team. Don't put him in there.
Yeah,
Lito Shepard, Sheldon Brown, Eric
bust.
Allen, Bobby Taylor, Troy Vincent. Those are some beasts.
I'll go with Bobby Taylor.
Bobby Taylor, yeah, he was on the show. Shout out to Big Bobby. Thank you for blessing the channel. What do you say here? I think. Give me your give me 3 safeties.
3. Okay. Malcolm gotta be in there. Anthony Harris in his prime was bad, 6 picks in the season, but I gotta put B-Dog and Malcolm Jenkins, B-Dog, and I'll go with Prime Anthony Harris, 6 picks. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, Prime Anthony. That was 2 years ago. He led the league with interceptions, and he had 9. So that's good. That's only 2 years ago, 9 interceptions. That's why I think he's going to be such a ball hawk this year for us this year.
Yeah.
Do y'all think it's a good idea, Atlanta? Yeah, I am totally with the Atlanta Dickerson. I wanted a cornerback instead, but I'm happy that we got Landon because he's a road grader and he's going to be a beast once he hits that field.
Did you see him in that overall?
Mm-hmm.
That man's arms are huge. Big dude.
Yeah. Give me your kicker.
Who was the guy that roasted the Cowboys in the draft? Forgot his name.
On our team?
Yeah.
Is this a recent kicker or old school kicker?
Old school kicker.
David Akers is the best.
Yeah, Akers. Yeah.
Yeah. And who's coaching the team, my guy?
Andy Reid.
Big Red, baby. Big Red, best Eagle coach of all time. No disrespect to nobody, but Big Red was the man. Right. Hey, I like your team, man. I think your team can beat a lot of teams out there. It was a good list there, my guy. Good list. We're going to go through a couple more of these before we get up out of here. Let's see what it says. Atlanta Dickerson, injury prone. And Atlanta Dickerson, what people don't realize, his injury proneness happened in Florida. That was really before Alabama, really. He didn't really get
Yeah,
hurt that much in Alabama. He went like 26 straight games without getting hurt in Alabama. So it happened. All those major injuries happened. A lot of them happened before he made it to Alabama. So he's not 100% injury prone. So
yeah.
nah, she know what she talking about. Kicker, punter, long snapper, head coach.
Long snapper. I'm gonna go with
Or
the magician. Forgot.
door boss.
Yes, John Dornbos, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be the long snapper.
The
Legend.
double punter.
Cameron Johnston.
Cameron Johnson was a beast. There
A
you go.
legend.
There you go, Richie. Thanks for making me feel bad messing up. Didn't get all the positions out. Thanks, Rich. If he only knew all the players on the 1991 team, right?
If only I was alive at the time.
Yeah, something big. He goes, I wasn't alive at the time. That's why you don't know him. That's a good reason. That's a good reason, my guy. Who is your running backs right now? Miles Sanders, Kenny Gainwell, Boston Scott, Jordan Howard.
If we're speaking
Who's
now,
the Niner running backs?
if we're speaking now, I'm gonna agree with BIRDGANG. If we're speaking all time, I gotta go with
way better than your backs right now.
facts.
Mr. 49 fan, Tom Huxley.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that one.
David Akers, yeah, he was the best kicker. Best running back is Brian Westbrook. That's true. Or
It's gonna be
Shady.
It's gonna be Miles Sanders after this season. No disrespect to Brian Westbrook though.
Yeah, Miles Sanders gonna be in that list. You know, maybe next year when I be first guest with somebody, they gonna tell me Miles Sanders. Even though he's been on the list already, he definitely has been on that list already. A Lakers shirt and the Eagles fan.
This is not a Lakers shirt, okay? This is just a shirt that says Los Angeles, even though I've never been there.
Boom! I'm from LA. Holla at you, boy.
I just like the tiger on the shirt. All right, that's the only reason I got it. Relax.
You had never heard of them. Boston Scott, the Giant Slayer.
He hates New York teams. No matter if it's the Jets, the Buffalo Bills, the Giants.
Hell no, he's not. Morsett's not better than Miles Sanders. What the heck are you talking about? You're tripping on that one. I do like Morsett, you know. He's fast.
Yeah.
He's a good running back, but no, he's not no Miles Sanders, my guy.
Facts.
Raheem's all right. But yeah, like you said, Raheem's made out of glass.
Made out of glass. Facts.
He gets hurt a lot, my guy.
Your whole team is made out of glass. What are you talking about?
Who the defense coordinator has? Oh yeah. Thanks again. I never even asked that to no one. Who is your defensive coordinator?
Let's just go down the whole list here. You know what I'm saying? Offensive coordinator, QB coach. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. About that, the only defensive coordinator I know is Jim Schwartz.
So you got to rock with Jimmy.
Jonathan Gannon. So I'm gonna go with Jonathan Gannon.
Oh, JG over Schwartz, and Schwartz won us the Super Bowl, my guy. And you still hate no. Hey, it's true. JG's first time on the list because it's the first time we asked about defensive coordinators. But JG is the first defensive coordinator, all-time greatest list. There you go, courtesy of Jay. That's what's up, my guy.
Sir.
That's why he dragged 4 defenders 10 yards of the Lambs.
I think he means on the Rams. I don't remember Raheem Mostert dragging 4 defenders on the Rams of all teams.
Hey, did he have three 70 plus, 80 plus yard runs in the season? Has he done that? No. Did he have more yards against top 10 defense, rush defenses in the NFL last year? Did Derrick Henry? No. So we're going to hold that note. Like I said, Raheem's cool. I'm not hating on him as a back.
Exactly.
If the Eagles, I'll give him some love. You know, but he'll be in a rotation, in the back end of that rotation. He won't be the starter if he came to our team. They're right. Philly had him. Said no thanks. Right.
Wait, I think we did have Raheem Mostert
We did.
for. I don't.
I don't remember that. Yeah, at least 85. He said Mostert 4 touchdowns in the NFC Championship game. When was that again? When was that? When was the Niners? That was like the Kaepernick played. Was that the last time the Niners went to the NFC Championship game when Kaepernick was still around?
Yeah,
that's a while ago, right?
That's crazy. Raheem Mostert was an Eagle in 2015.
He was
in 2015. That's crazy.
Didn't make the cut, my guy. So he's our old trash.
He was on the Chip Kelly team though.
He's our old trash. So, and you're gonna say he's better than Miles Sanders? No. What's it gonna stay healthy? Tell Young Buck to look up Buddy Ryan punching the offensive coordinator. Yeah, Buddy Ryan was a beast.
We don't need a bell cow.
We don't need a bell cow. Well, then why you say your running back's better? Because who else? Name another running back. You only named one guy. I gave you 4 names of some nice running backs. Head off by Miles Sanders. Exactly. You gave me one. One guy. The one guy's not better than our 4 guys. He's not even better than our number 1 guy. So.
Come on, man.
Yes, we have Mosher. Yeah. 2019. What's that about? I don't know about that.
20. Oh yeah, they did go to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs though.
Oh yeah, they did. That is true.
But still, Raheem Mostert's not better than Miles Sanders, bro.
Never. After going undrafted, 2005 undrafted. Yeah, that's what he said. It was in 2015.
Yeah. I think he did go undrafted 2015 draft. And he was not good at all.
Right.
He was best as a returner with 629 yards.
2019 against the Panther. When you see your coach getting crazy, that makes you high as a player run through a wall for you. Hell yeah. You know, that's why Nick got these boys out there, because Nick's always fired up.
Facts.
Wilson had 10 touchdowns in 2020.
Wilson? You gotta be
more. That other running back? What's his first name?
You gotta be more specific here, Tommy. All right.
I don't know who Wilson is. I don't watch the Niners like that.
Facts.
That's what I'm talking about. We are definitely going 2-0 starting this season off, my guy. 2-0.
Maybe even 3-0.
3.
The Cowboys.
Yeah, we beating the Cowgirls for sure.
Dak isn't gonna be back to his old 500-yard self per game. You know what I'm saying? Last year, he's definitely gonna start off slow. So maybe even 3-0.
I like that. Yeah, Niners gonna lose to Deuce Staley and the Lions week 1. Woo! Wouldn't that be awesome, my guy?
Deuce Staley, man, need to get back on his team ASAP.
Niners will be better rushing offense than the Beagles. Book that.
Beagles.
I know what a beagle is, but
it's such a funny.
We're Eagles around here, my guy. Fact. Eagles, bird gang, the real birds of the NFL.
Exactly.
And he said his name was Jeff Wilson.
Who's Jeff Wilson Jr.?
I never even heard that name before, ever. Maybe I'm tripping. You heard that name before?
Nah, I don't know who Jeff was.
Jeff Wilson. When is this guy drafted? And what kind of stats this guy's talking about? Because he's breaking him up like he's somebody good.
For real.
Running back.
Jeff Wilson drafted in 2018.
What'd he do?
Last year he had 7 touchdowns, 600 yards. Not terrible.
7
4.8 yards a
touchdowns,
carry.
600 yards. You claiming this guy's some stud? No. And what did he do in
Not better than
28?
Miles Sanders' stats.
What did he do 2018 when he was drafted? Nothing.
Rookie year, 266 rushing yards. But the next year was a big drop off, though. He didn't score, though.
Last year?
But he's still a nobody. Still nobody.
Yeah, so you get
Last year, he had 7 touchdowns, not 10.
and 600. 7 touchdowns, 600 yards.
Yeah, 600 rushing.
Come on, my guy. You're Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert. You lost. Just gave it up.
Not
Hey,
good.
I do respect your
At least
your support for your team. You know what I'm saying? Much love to those guys in the Bay Area, except for week 2. But you know, I'm at
I'd honestly rather have the 2 running backs we have, Jordan Howard and Miles Sanders, than Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert.
yeah.
Come
Remember,
on.
at least Jordan Howard had 3 back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons.
Exactly.
So we got like 3 guys that got better stats than that.
Exactly.
So, you know, but it's all good though. But hey, I'm ready to go eat some dinner. Much love for you coming on the show again today. Let's go Birds. You know, much love. Thanks for doing it. You know, we finally got it done. I'm happy about it. We got your all-time Eagles team. You know, that's awesome. What up, Melvin? How you doing, my guy? You know, catching the intel of the show. Sorry about that, but you can hit that like while you're in here, my guy, and push the replay button and watch it all over again. It was a good show. Go ahead and break it down. Tell everybody where they can find you at, my guy.
It's Sports Talk with Let's Go Birds on YouTube. You could just put in Let's Go Birds, no space, because I hate when people put the space in the name. Like, I get it, it's a complicated name. You know what I'm saying? We do videos on everybody. Recently, I did the Bungles video on Jamar Chase. You know what I'm saying? So we don't just talk birds, but the majority of the channel, I'd say like 90% of it is the birds. So make sure y'all go subscribe. We're on the road to 250 subs.
Woo! You know, his link is in the chat. So go ahead and hit my guy up. If you have not subscribed to BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk, my link is in the chat. Make sure all you guys hit that like button on the way out. It does a great deal to get my content out up to other people. So much love. Like I always say, fly, Eagles, fly. And until next time, this was BIRDGANG Nation Sports. I am BIRDGANG 31, and I am out. Peace.